Uh, we don't make music to make money. The Illuminati already has money. What we do is we produce music like the way we produce it to put demonic influence in your kids' lives, in your lives too. That's their mission. And they're succeeding because you're probably angry at this. It ain't nothing in the world for you to take all of that garbage that you listen to and burn it or throw it away. I would suggest you just get rid of it and watch some good changes start to come about. The devil is not going to let somebody that Satan has in bondage, he's not going to let them go that easily. He's going to fight to keep them. That's how you know you're doing the right thing. But in Jesus' name, you can rebuke him. You can chase him off. You can send him away. And if you parents really cared about your children, there's certain things you would not let them do. There's certain things you would not let them view. Certain movies you wouldn't let them watch or go see. And there's certain parties that you wouldn't let them go to. And there's certain music that you wouldn't let them listen to. Eminem. And I'm not going to get into him, but just know what they are. Know what these people are and what they do. They're not there to be a positive influence. On the contrary, they're there to bring demonic influence in your lives. And let's get this straight right now. Let's get this straight right now. All right. The artists themselves don't care whether you go to heaven or hell. They don't care what happens to you. They don't care what happens to your children. Because to them, it's not just about making money. They've got more. They got a lot of money. It's about continuing their mission. But if you want to keep on letting them do this in your child's life or your children's life, go right ahead, parents. And for you children that have heard this is not too much for you to handle. Because I believe kids are a lot smarter than most adults are. You know, I was planning on making this message a more encouraging message. A message of a good old, one of them good old happy feel-good messages. With a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But I just can't hold back because I'm angry. I'm angry. Don't you think that Christians don't get angry? Because we do. We get angry at the BS that we see going on. You know what BS stands for, right? It stands for bull stuffing. Proverbs chapter 10. Here we go. Let's start at verse 1. The Proverbs of Solomon. Okay, here we go. A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish son is the heaviness of his mother. Okay. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. Now, that was Proverbs chapter 10, verse 1 and 2. Now, let me go down to righteousness. What does righteousness mean? Righteousness means right standing with God. And you don't have to be religious to do that. Okay? You don't have to go to church to do that. The best way I would suggest you get right with God is go somewhere in private alone where it's just you and the Lord. And talk to him. Just like I'm talking to you. Talk to him like you're talking to a friend. If you need his help, let him know. You don't have to do it in front of people. Do it by yourself. Because God he's just sitting there waiting for you. He's like, as soon as you're getting ready to say something, God is thinking, okay, shh, listen. There she goes. Or there he goes. They're talking out. You see? A lot of people thinking, well, how can God hear everybody talking to him all at the same time around the world? Because he's infinite. And he also has angels there. If it hadn't been for a guardian angel watching you, Satan would devour you. I had trouble snapping. Satan would devour you in nothing flat if you didn't have an angel watching over you. He would. He hates you. And I don't care if a devil worshiper or if you atheists. Devil worshippers are smarter than atheists because devil worshippers know that there is a God. They do. The only thing is, they have a father who hates them. And that father be their daddy Satan. Alright? So remember what Proverbs chapter 10, verse 1 and 2 said. Alright? If you listen to your father or your mother, you'll do what's right. You'll obey this for your children. You'll obey that. And you'll have a lot of days. You'll live a long time and you'll live a good life. Alright? And you got a bunch of young folks today listening to what they call gangster rap, or listening to this hardcore rap, or whatever they call it now. They got so many names of it. But it's just the devil's music. That's all it is. All you have to do is listen to the lyrics. The music, the sound of the music is there to put your mind into a trance. Even the music is subliminal. It's calibrated at a certain frequency to grab control of your mind, and then the lyrics are embedded in your head. Now, that's why sometimes people can run a song backwards and hear a message behind it, like either saying something demonic or saying something not demonic. Those things are subconsciously getting into your mind and into your heart and filtering out into your system, to where nothing is left but whatever that message is saying backwards. All right? And all you young men, I'm not talking about the young female. You females should be ashamed of yourself when men look at you as nothing but a sex object. When you think it's really something, don't you? When you see all of these dudes at a party together, drinking beer and getting high, looking at rap videos with all these women shaking their booties half dressed. You think that's something, don't you? Well, you know what? They look at you the same way. And if they don't yet, they will. You just an object. You're nothing to these dudes. And for you dudes that listen to this music and want to live that lifestyle, just remember, like I said, the spirit realm, you can't kill a spirit with a gun. And it doesn't matter how many of your friends are there. One angel can destroy a whole army. So imagine what one demon can do. When these gangsters, so-called gangsters, go and do these drive-by shootings, and then something happens to them, immediately their soul drops into hell. Immediately. Don't think it can't happen. There have been many people who have had near-death experiences, and they've been able to come back and tell about it. And they converted. In other words, they changed their life after that. They didn't go back to that stuff anymore. And they realized how urgent. One of the things people say when they go to hell and they're able to come back, for those people who have them near-death experiences, that they were dead for maybe a few minutes, they